CBG News. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hi guys, what's going on? Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. If you want to share me out, share me out. We got a couple things we have to talk about. Some couple updates on some on some different things, people, and that we need to get an update on. Hi, White Tupac, how you doing? Hey, Reese Cup, how you doing? First, guys, I want to definitely give you guys an update. Lord, I said I was gonna wait to the end of my live, but I'm just going ahead and talk about it now. I definitely want to give you guys an update on. It's been broadcast over the news on the Tequila Beverly trial. Um, well, you gonna do it over there? Don't on the Tequila Beverly case, guys. What was going on is okay. Last week, the judge called everybody in for a you say a special meeting or a special hearing about the violating of the gag order. It was alleged that due to certain things that was placed out by the eye detect test, it says here that allegedly that I Stand with Kia or the people that's behind I Stand with Kia was trying to taint the jury, and they had jury people going, had an ad going to specifically to Monroe County. Hey, famous. And so the judge is doing a special hearing or investigation into that, and so she advised everyone to cease and to take down your pages. Don't say nothing else. Everybody is on gag. So on yesterday, I say, how can I go? It's a page like mine, but he just gives. It's called Hattiesburg Patriot News. Okay, so he put out a now, like I said, everybody's on gag, right? So Hattiesburg Patriot News put out a document that Dennis Sweets III, who is one of the co-counsel for Takia Beverly, this is what I'm gonna get it from it, and I'm just trying to sum it up so y'all can get the update. He was the co-counsel for Takia Beverly. Okay, he removed himself. He's supposed to be in a sealed file. Well, the Hattiesburg Patriot News, he put it out on yesterday morning, and it's supposed to be enclosed. It says, and so he had to come back yesterday evening and take that down and redact his statement, or take back his statement or whatever, due to the fact that it's supposed to be it didn't supposed to be out. It's and Takia Beverly lawyer, Sweets the Fourth, he filed a gag order. I mean, he filed a hearing to see who gave him that document due to the fact that no one's supposed to have it. And they're alleging that the district attorney office is basically corrupted and somebody's leaking information to the public. He's from the document that was filed, it says here that cut that down. It says that basically he that Dennis Sweets III only emailed it to the district attorney, Beasley, and the assistant, and to himself. He CC'd himself And I got the document, but I don't feel like pulling it up. It's on the dudes now. He CC'd himself, and he CC'd um, the other attorney, the full attorney. So what's ended up happening? Um, they're saying that they violated the gag order. They're trying to figure out who is leaking the information to the public because doesn't supposed to be public knowledge. So my thing is, if he doesn't supposed to have this doesn't supposed to be public knowledge, then how was this man getting this information? And I feel like it's something going on um in that DA's office for real. This is just my opinion because if someone doesn't supposed to have something, everything is supposed to be on gag and people supposed to be quiet, then how did this Hattiesburg Patriot News saying that he didn't get it from them? Well, somebody gave it to him, and somebody who don't supposed to have it gave it to him. That's the way I look at it. Hey Trisha. Now, it is a I do want to say this. It is a page because it's a lot of fake pages on Facebook. It is a page that is known for having documents that other people or only attorneys and people that like in the legal area supposed to have, and they always have it. But this is just my speculation. I definitely gonna say this. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody in that in one of those DA offices, and I'm gonna say it, allegedly, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody from that DA office is behind one of those fake pages. That's allegedly. That's what I'm thinking. It's getting real messy. It is getting real messy for to prove someone guilty or innocent or whatever. It's getting messy, and it's time for whatever truth to come out. Let it come out. I know Tequila is innocent. Tequila is beyond innocent. We know that. Um, but if you have to, if I'm gonna say this, if this is true that someone is leaking information from the DA office, then that's going. I feel like that is so unethical. That is so unethical to do that because you're playing with somebody's rights. You're violating their rights. They should be able to have a fair and impartial trial. You shouldn't do that. I don't understand why people want to keep, have those big egos when they get in office and they're going to want to do everything they possibly can to stay in there. But where your integrity at? You know what I'm saying? Where is your integrity to place an innocent woman in jail just to keep, yourself, relevant or whatever, like, or, I do feel like this Hattiesburg Patriot News person, I definitely want to say, I don't know him, and I ain't trying to get no back and forth with him because I don't do that. But I definitely want to say, sometimes people do things for the bad. It's a bad for him. I do definitely believe that it's a bad. Um, and y'all, he's bringing a lot of attraction to the page. Yes, you want to do things. You do want to cover. Let me say this: he's smart because he doing what is popular right now. To Kill Beverly trial is popular. That is the reason why he's doing what he's doing. But that's why he's talking on it or what he's getting the information on. But see what he put out, no one's supposed to have. Well, y'all, that's what I wanted to say, guys. So I don't know if it's going to be a hearing or not. Everything is under gag and everything is quiet. So we won't know until the news say something. So the news said something about this today, so I'm saying something about it. But y'all continue to pray for Tequila, guys. If y'all guys, want to give to her platform, I stand with Tequila. Um, you definitely can give to her platform if you would like to. Now, I definitely want to say that, I'm not going to just, you know, uh, I definitely want to say this. I'm glad that the gag is in order so everybody can hush, and whatever the truth is whatever the truth is. The She is innocent. There's nothing that is beyond a reasonable doubt that she is guilty. From what I am looking at, or from what I have read, every time I read them transcripts, they make me more confused. I have more questions for the people that testified. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm glad that this gag is in the forefront, and I am glad that look um and I am glad that she's she's going to trial on Monday, guys. It's a week long trial. If we get there, Lord, it's how things going, child. I don't know. Um, but continue to keep her in prayer, guys. I pray that the truth be revealed and that she's found innocent beyond innocent, because that's what we know she is. And I definitely want to say that I do support her and I do believe in her innocence. I am not one of those people that what I'm saying, my platform is not specifically for I Stand with Kia. I have entertained the other side as well. I have so take it the way you want to take it. Anyway, I just want to give you guys an update on that. And the next thing we're going to talk about, guys, is Kamari Holland. Kamari, um, as you guys know, is the 5-year-old little girl that was sodomized. I hate to say stuff like this, but just she was sold off to a sick man. I definitely want to say that she was sold off to a sick man. Sick. Um, let me just say this: a sick man, and there has been an update by her father. Um, Her father, he has spoken recently out with the news to get a law for Kamari to so she can so nobody another child will go through anything like this. Hey, Miss Mary, how are you today? How you doing? Thank you for coming. Um um but I definitely want to say that I'm gonna play this video, guys, so you guys can listen to Kamari and the news. I mean, Kamari's father, Corey Holland, and listen to what he has to say about his daughter's death. I don't know when they're gonna go to trial. Um, ooh, I hope and pray, y'all. Yes, yes, she was. Her name is Christy Simplechild. Don't Christy. Oh, Christine. Jesus. Um, but Jesus won't happen. Christy is a definition of a poor mother. To get and then what pisses me off the most, she got on the news crying and saying all this, knowing that she sold her baby off. Sold her baby off because they had an agreement. Because she was probably strong. She was strung out on drugs and sold her baby for some money for drugs, or she was on drugs and needed some money or something like that. It makes me so angry that you know what I'm saying. I don't even want to pull Christy picture up, but she's facing her and the other defendant is facing. I know, Miss Mary. I hate to talk about it, but this is an update, and I have to have the update. So it says here, this happened in Phoenix City, guys, last December, um, and right. He is now. Her father Corey is, you know, ready to honor Kamari. Um, and he wants to keep her name relevant. And we want to keep her name relevant too because this beautiful child was actually murdered, sodomized, raped. As a mother, I couldn't even imagine something like that happening to my child. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do an update on Cupcake because Cupcake too. In a second. But I definitely want to let you guys know about Kamari. Um, and it says here that he is in the early stage of a nonprofit organization trying to create one for his daughter. So I just hate that this happened to this poor baby. I do. Um, um, and then we're going to talk about too as well, guys. I want to talk about the lady in Louisiana that was um her she was carjacked by four teenagers, and basically her arm got stuck in the in in the seatbelt, and they ripped her arm from her body, and she bled out and died. We're gonna talk about that too. I know it's a lot, and I know it's like very disturbing. But I rather give you guys an update on something that I know that you know. I know it's very disturbing to hear things like this, but these are facts. Um, so let me play this video. And then the man he said, the Jeremy Williams, the man that did this to Kamari, he says that he is innocent due to the fact that he's pleading insanity. That is the reason why he says he's innocent. He says that at the time when he did this act, it was something mentally wrong with him. Now I'm just gonna be honest. That sounds like a lie. That sounds like a lie, but mm-mm. That sounds like an absolute lie. You wasn't insane when you touched that baby body. I haven't had any update, but you know what I will do? Me too blessed to be stressed. I will at the end of this live. We have a little time left over. I will research and see if we can find some information on that. Nobody really been talking on that lately, but I do follow the group, so I always anything that I cover, I try to keep up with it as much as I possibly can. Um, but I'm gonna try my best to give you guys an update on. Maybe I can give y'all an update on that tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow's my
Be quiet. So just allow me a moment. Let me play this, and so you guys can I can get this on the screen. She was a beautiful little girl too.
Details tonight on an effort to honor
This is the start of a journey,
Holland,
reaching the highest peaks and the lowest valleys. Every discovery will bring us closer to understand who we are and make the most of the time we're given. Thorn, redefining healthy aging.
Father is talking to us about keeping other parents from going through the pain they are now experiencing.
And our Ashley Williams talked with Kamari's father, Corey Holland, and she's live in Phoenix City near where Kamari's body was found. Ashley, it's been 4 months since her tragic death. So how is her? father and the community healing.
Jason, Barbara, of course, Corey Holland, the father, still healing.
Hey, Princess.
Confused and heartbroken over the way his daughter died, but he tells me he's now ready to honor her legacy in hopes of helping other children and parents who may find themselves in a similar situation.
My daughter's gone, but behind her name, which I'm gonna keep relevant, I'm gonna fight for any other kid that maybe was in this predicament.
37-year-old Jeremy Williams and Kamari's mother, Christy Sipple, both indicted on several charges for the death of Kamari Holland. These including 3 counts of felony murder and 2 counts each of sex trafficking. Kamari's body was found in an abandoned home on December 13th. The day her father, Corey Holland, tells me his life was shattered to pieces as he explains his last memory of her alive.
Mom's out there, and I wasn't about to answer the door, but Kamari come in my room, all excited and stuff, and anyhow, she ran in the room and hugged me like always and kissed me and said, "I love you, Daddy. I'll see you in the morning." And that was the last words I heard from her.
Now, Holland is petitioning for a new law called Kamari's Law, sparked by a recent plea by Williams. Earlier this month, the suspect went before a Russell County judge to plead not guilty by mental disease or defect.
I just don't like the fact that how anybody could lose their kids and they could give the person that did it an excuse to why they did it. Like,
Exactly.
Nobody shouldn't have to go through like the extra pain and stuff, thinking that somebody gonna get off easy with doing that something to kids.
Already garnering nearly 1,000 signatures in a matter of 2 days, Holland's online petition states if passed, Kamari's Law would make it illegal in the state of Alabama for defendants to be able to claim mental illness following heinous crimes against children. I talked with Russell County District Attorney Ken Davis, who says every defendant, no matter the crime, legally has the right for psychological evaluation if requested.
It's going to be a definite thing, like, he won't get off. I mean, I ain't going to know he won't get off, but it won't be like, it's only one thing I really want, but I'll leave that alone. But yeah, I definitely going to go back to the drawing board.
Now, Corey is also in the early stages of creating a nonprofit in honor of Kamari. Actually, the name of it, her initials, Can All Men Accept Real Love Instead of Evil. He wants to help 3 different organizations. Doesn't specifically know which ones yet, but organizations dealing with addiction and also organizations that help children. Now, for more information on this petition and how you can get involved, visit our website at WTVM.com. Live in Phoenix City, I'm Ashley Williams for WTVM News Leader 9.
Yeah, so many people certainly.
All right, y'all. That is the update with Kamari. I'll drop the link to the petition in just a second. I definitely want to say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel where Corey is coming from. Like, he's basically using, like, he got a mental disorder for reasoning of killing and doing those ungodly, unimaginable, sickening acts to a 5-year-old child. This ain't no grown up. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. There is no excuse for doing this to a child. Period. I understand, like, he only gonna get death, or he don't want to be put to death. That's what it is. Because all the things that they're saying that he did to her and what they want to give him, they want to give him death. He needs to be on death row. Because this ain't the only child he has done this to. He has done this to a child all the way in Alaska from his previous marriage. And he did it to another child, but he got away with it. So this ain't no mental thing. This is sickness he got. He's sick in the mind, and he needs to be laid down because he's a threat to children. It ain't no, you're not mentally ill. He using it as a scapegoat. Yes, he has done that to other children as well. Yes, Miss Too Blessed to be Stressed 906. Yes, ma'am. He has done that to other children. He got away with one, but the one in Alaska, he just have some type of aggression towards children. He has hate for children or sickness for children. And it's sickening for anybody to sit up here and say that you were mentally ill at the time. That is the reason why you touched and did this and killed and strangled and raped a corpse of a child. He raped the corpse of this little girl. And that's just I'm gonna be real. He raped the baby while she was dead. What do you call that? Sick. This not mental, that's sick. And he sodomized her. And other things he probably did to the baby.
Mama, I thought Dad is gonna call you. Ew.
I just, whew,
My toe.
I don't like talking
Hey,
like I
my
you know what I'm
toe.
saying, when it comes to
My toe.
like Kamari, the
Kamari
situation with Kamari, it
No, Kamari Johnson.
don't let your addiction have that much control over you that you end up doing things that Christy did, selling her child. Don't let drugs. Hey Latanja, how you doing?
Damn, I said exit. Get away from me.
No ma'am. He is not on offender list.
Ew.
No ma'am, not at all.
Why?
The previous allegation that he had against him, they said he beat the case. So since he beat the case or whatever, they dropped the charge and they didn't have all the facts to that. They turned around and dropped the charges. But see, with Kamari, he went too far. And see, Chrissy, she's sitting here crying, talking about she didn't know where her baby was at, knowing that she done went off with this man. See, the man's supposed to just touched her left with her, touched the baby inappropriately, probably, and brought her right on back, just so Christy can get high. I know Pelora I versus Pip. Oh Lord, I just don't get it either. It makes me so angry. It makes me beyond angry.
It makes mommy.
Look, it makes me so angry when I have to talk about things like this, but we have to shine a light on it because the simple fact of this is wrong. And a parent, you know what I'm saying? Chrissy, like Corey didn't even supposed to, he was nice enough to let them spend Christmas with her, and this is how she do her child. He had ended up, because of what happened to Kamari, he ended up losing custody of the little boy. But he got him back. But Chrissy didn't even supposed to have them kids or be near them kids. And this is the reason why. And I hope, but I don't want, like I said before, I don't want Corey to hold himself or feel like he was at fault for this. She was her mother. These people, they sick in the mind. That's what they are.
I'm not sick, Mom.
Let me bring these two people on the screen, child. Let's just talk about them right quick. Oh Lord.
No, I said this.
All right, y'all. This is the two people that Jesus. Hold on just a second.
Jesus, Lord
Jesus. This came across. This is the two people that killed and did ungodly things to Camille Cupcake McKinney. Oh Lord. Let me get it up, y'all. They went to court on today. They did go to court on today. Go. Girl, look.
I got an L today.
Hold on just a second, guys. I want to give y'all the information on that in just a second. Yep, says suspects in the kidnapping of Camille Cupcake McKinney. I remember when Cupcake was missing, man. And to know that this woman, she had kids, and to do that to somebody. Kamari was 5. Mitchell for life. Mitchell 4F. She was 5. She was 5 years old when she passed away. She was 5. She just started pre-K. And you know, honestly, she was 5.
I literally didn't go to the bathroom. I will show you too, girl.
Did they, Princess Child? It just don't sit right with me with these sick-minded people.
I'm
like
in kindergarten.
Be quiet.
This girl look cute. Look at her.
Don't you see me on my live? Now go on. See. So guys, and then they lured this baby. Like I said, y'all, I tell my kids, don't take candy and don't go with strangers. No. The people sick. Anyway, it says here, Patrick Stallworth and Derrick Erisha Brown, they both face capital murder and kidnapping charges. They said they both waived their rights to a speedy trial Thursday. There's Patrick's trial is set for sometime in October in Birmingham. Derrick is expected to go on trial shortly after, possibly in November. The defense is asking to move her trial out of Birmingham. It says here, Brown's attorney has also asked the court to have the prosecution preserve all evidence in the case. They have their own testing done. So they're trying to do their own testing on to preserve all the testing. It says here, a Jefferson County grand jury in December did indict Derrick and Patrick on capital murder charges of a child under the age of 14 and capital murder of a child during a kidnapping. It says here Patrick and Derrick have also been indicted on one count of kidnapping and one count of conspiracy to kidnap a minor, and those are federal charges. As you guys know, Cupcake body was found in a dumpster at a local landfill in October of 2019. So these two will be going to trial, guys. Hopefully somebody recorded. Somebody recorded. If they waive their right to a speedy trial, they're trying to that poor baby, did they execute him? They're trying. Which one are y'all talking about? Y'all talking about Kamari or y'all talking about Cupcake? Because Cupcake, if these two waive their rights to a speedy trial, they're trying to beat these charges. I don't know how, but they're trying to beat the charges. But they may take a plea deal and plead life, get life without the possibility of parole. A lot of times when people have done these kind of heinous acts, usually they take the life without the possibility. It's crazy. No. This is a whole different case too, blessed to be stressed. This is about this little girl in Birmingham, Alabama. Her name is Cupcake. Her nickname was Cupcake. I'm sorry. Her name is Camille Cupcake. Is her nickname McKinney, and I'm gonna pull her picture up. I'm gonna take these people off the screen and bring Cupcake up on the screen so we'll know who we looking at. She was a pretty little girl. She was just a pretty little girl, and these people they sick. They did what they did to that little girl, and then and then after they did what they did, they dumped her in the trash like she was nothing. And I just it, you know, I just sometimes stuff that people do is just sick and heinous. I just and I feel like when you do that to children under a certain age, where really to any child, you need to be put under the jail. You need to be, um, especially when you rape a child, kill them, throw them in the trash like there ain't nothing, or did stuff like that. I feel like you deserve the death penalty. What did that child do to you? What did they do to these? What did that child do to you? Nothing. That child did absolutely nothing to you. And you have a sick feeling towards a child that you would want to touch them or do things to them inappropriately. Um, but I feel the same when you do, because I know as the parent, if I was the parent, that would only suffice my child's death, or make me feel like my child's death is not in vain. It's by you dying too, because you deserve the death penalty if you're sitting up here raping and killing children. What is it so great about having relations with the child? Yes, between the man killing pregnant girlfriend, ex girlfriend, I have to lock out for a few days. I understand. I understand. Sometimes if I don't, I understand. Like sometimes the stuff that I talk about, or what we talk about, or what be shown in the, be put on social media, it can become overwhelming, and it can become too much, because like, man, like, what have our world become come to? Like, this is what it is. People just sick in the mind. People throwing babies in the river. We can't find them. Throw them on the bridges. People stabbing people on live camera. Please continue to pray for Janice David, guys. She was stabbed on Instagram Live last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man just actually stabbed her to death. No, first, he didn't stab her to death. First, he tied her up, house tied her up, covered her face, beat her with a tie iron, and stabbed her. Like, that would make you not, when stuff like this happens, it makes you not want nobody around your children, and it makes you definitely not want to be in a relationship with nobody. We got to be careful who we have around our children and who we deal with. I swear to God. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, but these two are set to go to trial, and I'm gonna pull the picture of Cupcake so you guys know who Cupcake is. These people are set to go to trial on excuse me. These people are set for trial for October and November. Hopefully, guys, we'll be able to watch some of it. Hopefully, somebody will play it. Like, it's sad and it's pitiful, but you know, that's what our world has come to. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry. So let me pull Cupcake on the screen. This is Camille Cupcake Williams. This is Cupcake. And they took that poor baby when she was no more than like 4 or 5 years old. And they did what they did with her and then threw her in a trash she was found at a landfill. So, that's the update on Cupcake. And the next thing we're going to talk about, I had posted the update on my Facebook page, guys, but I definitely want to come back and let's see here. Let me see here. Just give me a minute here, y'all. Let me get everything situated. But I definitely want to say this, guys. Everybody do have a right to no matter if they're guilty, innocent, or either way around. Everybody is supposed to get a fair and impartial trial, no matter how anyone feels. By law, they have to be proven guilty. If they take it to trial, they are innocent until proven guilty, not the other way around, guilty until they're proven innocent. If someone done something, it's on the prosecution to prove to the jury that someone is guilty of committing a crime. I definitely want to say that. Hold on just a second, guys. So, okay, y'all. So y'all remember maybe a couple of weeks ago, I talked about this lady. She was carjacked, and 4 teenagers took her vehicle. Well, let me just play the video so you guys can see. They took her vehicle. She got caught in the seatbelt while while trying to remove herself out the car. And they took her while driving. They drug her arm. Oh Lord, it's just so I couldn't be able to watch it. And her arm ended up being detached, kind of from her body. Yes, it is. It's never on the defense to prove that what the prosecution is, whatever. Anyway, so these kids, there was a news conference on today about this, guys, and we're gonna listen to the the district attorney saying that he will charge these children as adults. And from their heinous crime, I actually believe they deserved it. They dragged a 73-year-old woman by her own car and had her arm severed. What y'all think that means? So, and they have released all the children's names, and they're young. 17-year-old John Honor, and 3 teen girls, 15-year-old Lenry Theophile, 15-year-old Markel Curtis, and 16-year-old Renaya Baker. And they were arrested hours after the carjacking. And all of them now face second-degree murder and is being charged as adult after being indicted by the jury. Linda Fricky, who is the victim, she died on March the 21st After, like I stated, she became entangled in the car seat belt. And they sped away with her car, and her arm was severed after she was dragged about a block away while neighbors looked and see this happen. Yes, ma'am, they were black. They mama them turned them in. And I'm gonna say this, when they get to a certain age, they know right from wrong. They know right from wrong. When they get about 13, 14, 15, they know right from wrong. You don't raise them to party. If they go out there and make the decision to do something like this, then they have to be held accountable for it. I'm never going to say that they need to be treated like babies because they was acting like grown folk and doing grown folk things when you carjacked the car and just drove it around the block and then left it there. So you deserve what you get. Now, a lot of people may not agree with what I'm saying, but you deserve what you get when you're making stupid decisions. Stupid decisions cause for consequences. I tell my kids that all the time. And sometimes it's just not always the parents. Yep, they trying them as adults because they sat there. This woman bled out. Her arm was severed from her body, and she bled out and died on the road. She was somebody's grandmama. She was somebody's mama. Let's look at this. Hold on. This is surveillance video, guys.
Fatty means same-day service, 7 days a week.
Let the ad play then. Oh, and yeah, I do not own the rights to this. Sorry. Let me play this. Hold on, y'all.
Murder. It's a major update in a case that shocked the
city, and we have confirmed the teens arrested will be tried as adults. They're accused of killing Linda Fricky. Investigators say they carjacked her and dragged her until she was dismembered and died. The DA just announced the grand jury indictment, and Mike McDaniel's joining us live with the details on it. Big news, Mike.
Yeah, indeed, and there is still a small memorial.
My internet messing up. Hold on.
Here in Mid-City, right on North Pierce, for Linda Fricky, where this violent carjacking came to an end. The district attorney says considering how violent this crime was, charging these teenagers as juveniles was simply not enough. So as of today, all 4 of them are charged as adults with second-degree murder. So what that means is this: each of them now faces life in prison for their role in this crime, as opposed to the 4 or 5 years they would have faced in the juvenile system. 73-year-old Linda Fricky was violently carjacked just more than a month ago in Mid-City. The teens were accused of forcing her out of her car, her SUV, and then stealing it, dragging her for just more than a block as she was tangled in the seatbelt outside of it. She only broke free when her arm was severed from her body. Neighbors who saw it happen tried to stop.
I'm sorry, y'all. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. True.
But then rushed to her side as she lay dying on the side of the street right here where we are. The district attorney and family members of Fricky say this is the type of prosecution they wanted in this case.
No action of this office or any other agency can fill that hole in the hearts of these family members. But what we can do is assure and ensure justice and accountability for Mrs. Fricky's horrible murder.
I mean, this is what we wanted. We wanted them to be tried as adults because as juveniles, you know, the sentence would end at 21. And for what the heinous crime they did, they knew they were doing right from wrong, and they chose wrong. They need to be tried as adults.
And here are the names of those teenagers set to be prosecuted as adults. 17-year-old John Honore, 15-year-old Lanira Theophil, 15-year-old Markel Curtis, and 16-year-old Renaya Baker. Each one is being held on $1 million bond right now. And considering this crime happened in the middle of the day on a Monday, the district attorney says there's a bigger issue here. He says those teenagers should have been in school, but they were not. If they would have been, this crime would have never happened and we wouldn't be here talking about it. He says he will be talking with the new school's superintendent to make sure truancy laws are enforced in the city. Live in Mid-City, Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
All right, Mike, thanks so much. And we're, of course, going to have continuing coverage of the murder case. So look for the latest updates on our website, our free smartphone app, as well as on our social media pages.
Okay, they commit these crimes.
Experience what high school was meant.
Yeah, that's right. You can't always prove like it was somebody told me something about this young boy who actually killed someone, another young child, and he had to spend his entire young life in a juvenile detention center, and he was reformed. But these kids are close in age. They're looking at these kids are 15, 16 years old. And if they would have just carjacked the car and threw the woman out the car, I think they would have probably got juvenile time. But I think what the real problem was, the woman arm got detached from her body and she died. So they're looking at it like, well, they didn't have no care about life. They just took the woman and just dragged her like she was nothing. I'm gonna be honest, like I do think that life without the possibility of parole, life in prison without parole, that's a lot and that is extreme. I thought they was going to say about 30, 40 years, 30, 40 years in prison. And, for this young lady's death. For this woman's death. No, she wasn't a threat at all. They said she was just coming from getting some stuff out the car. So, Lord, I hate that, and then they're saying that they're supposed to be in school, so they're probably going to look into their parents and ask their parents why they aren't making sure these kids are not in school. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they get like 15, 16 years old, like they get to smelling themselves out and I'm going to go to school. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see. Maybe their parents will give them a good lawyer. They'll show some remorse about what they have done. And they on $1 million bond. They got to pay 10% of that. That's $100,000. And that possibly could be so. Isn't life only 25 years, basically? It can be. I guess it just depends. Like, they want them to have no parole, so they going to have to, then they probably going to want them to do it day for day. These kids, man, when they get out, if they do get out of jail, they're going to be old. All because of a careless decision and not being in school, not doing the right things. I definitely want to say to everyone, or to people that have young adults, let your kids know that, you know what I'm saying, if you go out there and make some wrong folks decision out there doing the wrong things, you end up with you end up being treated like a grown person. Like sometimes these kids, I've been working in the school district. Kids, 9, 10, and 11 years old, baby, getting out of pocket. Don't want to go to school, running away from school. So, you know what I'm saying? Me, I know how it is, you know, with these kids. Whew, I just hate that their life is destroyed now due to the fact that of their carelessness. This is carelessness because they didn't have to they didn't have to take that woman car. They could have waited till she easily went inside and took her car, or waited till she got outside the car fully and drove off in her car. Like, it's inexcusable what they did. And I hopefully when they get in court, they'll show some remorse, and the judge and the prosecutor, the DA, will show some mercy. You know, and hopefully the family, you know, yeah, and they'll probably give the most time to the one that was the driver. And probably because they could have easily pushed the woman out the way, got her untangled, but I guess they was just in a rush. Child, I don't know. I don't know what they thinking was. I can't even say. But all I can tell you guys, man, we just got to talk to our children about making the wrong decisions. Because wrong decisions can cause you to be in bad situations. And I ain't never been to jail, child. I ain't never want to go there. And you know what I'm saying? I know some people stint in jails are easy, but I don't want to go. So I try to stay on the right side of the line. You know what I'm saying? Um, I really do. I really do try to stay on the right side of the law. Let me see if anything has came out. Uh-oh. Hold on, what's going on? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Um, Let me see if anything, excuse me, has came out about Danielle Hall. No, nothing has came out of any information about Danielle Hall. Um, um, it's not giving me any information. So I guess whenever Brandon go back to court, we'll know then. Um, they don't give me any information. But her birthday just was just passed. It was April the 16th. So I just can't believe the dude threw the baby in the river. No, true. I definitely believe that, Latanja. Um, that's why I'm so nervous because I have a black son, and sometimes when you have kids with like a mental disability or something like that that don't kind of understand, and it's hard to get it through their head like, hey, you can't do this or you do that. Stop. So let's just yes, she did. Yes, he did. And you know, they're saying that the police, she was basically alleging that the police forced him to say that he was guilty of doing something. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm still side-eyeing the girlfriend. Hopefully the Memphis Police Department do a thorough investigation because that baby ain't turned up. But if he threw that baby in the river, he needs to be where he at. And he done killed somebody too. Oh Lord. You know what I'm saying? I don't even. What? No. So guys, I'm about to get out of here. Tomorrow we will be live at 7. It may be a little later than that since it's Friday. But I will be live tomorrow. I'll try to put the live out kind of early. There's some things that I definitely researching, and I gotta any information that I talked about anything, guys. I still give you guys an update. If it's something that y'all specifically want to update on, you can always email me right here at this email. Please email me here at mjjfamily2020@gmail.com. If it's something that you want me to know, look at, or you want to update, then email me at that email, and you know I give a good response time back. People that email can tell you that I do. So make sure you email me. If you new to the channel, we welcome you here. You just can't. I'm glad to see some of you guys that have been watching. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, from what I understand, it is set for them now. Honey, it been, woo, child, it been some monkey wrenches, some monkey wrenches, some monkey wrenches. Do you hear me? Right,
Mama, look.
Princess, right at this moment, as far as I know,
Mama,
she's still going to trial on Monday.
Mama, look.
So guys, please keep her in prayer. Like I said, you know, okay. There is alleged some misconduct that is alleged by the defense suites about the DA office leaking information. If you want to, now I ain't gonna give him my money. The dude Hattiesburg Patriot News. Now, if y'all want to give him y'all money to be a part of his to see the trial, because he's supposed to be there now. He the one that released some documents that he doesn't supposed to have. So I don't know. The judge there may be a hearing tomorrow. We don't know. We won't know until the news report it. And when it do, I'll let y'all know. That's how I know, because I don't know nothing. I swear to God, I don't know nothing. I can only give y'all what comes out in the news. But there was a document stating that there was some misconduct. Me either. I said I'll just have to. I'm not gonna give, because it's just a profit for him. And you know what I'm saying? He's just bringing traction to his page so he can gain a little cash. And ain't nothing wrong with making no money, because, you know, I get ads on my YouTube, but all money ain't good money. I ain't selling my soul, man. I'm not. I ain't selling my soul for $1. You know what I'm saying? And this somebody innocent. Need somebody's life. And I ain't going to sell my soul just to get some money. And to get clout. I'm not that person. I believe what I talk about, I believe in. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I'll come back and say I'm wrong. That's all I can do. Just tell y'all what I'm wrong and stand up for what is right. And I know that standing with kill is right. So, but I know one thing: I ain't gonna give Hattiesburg Patriot News none of my money. Heck no. And he can say what he want to say. You
You watch. I'm not watching.
These people
Mom,
know
you watch.
that this man. You need to change that then.
You watch. I'm not watching.
That Takia Beverly is innocent, and they just want to save their reputation. But one thing about it, you can save your reputation by doing the right thing, and that's by dropping all the charges that is against her. Because the baby was in too many people's hands to assume that one person did it in the 24-hour time frame. So you should have listened to the sheriff, previous sheriff, the previous DA, the previous judge, and everybody else that said, do not try this because of this. But now look at them what happened. And that's all I got to say. You should have listened. Now you got to climb your way on out of this. Me either. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Now, one thing about it, I don't have no dog in this fight. And one thing about it, I have nothing against the biological mother. But I do wish she'll speak the truth. That's the only thing that I wish, is that she will speak the truth and shame the devil. And that's, you know, just stand up for the truth. Say I was negligent, so Takia and Morris can move on with their life. Speak the truth. But you know, she ain't gonna do that because she's trying to be cocky. That's cool. But I'm not gonna talk down on her because I have no dog in this fight, and I have nothing personally against these people. Period. Well, saving face would say, what would a saved face when they found out that everything was healing? They should have then saved face and said, we got it wrong. We need to go back to the drawing board. And that's how I look at it. Now, I basically could be wrong, but I don't, like I said, I'm not no lawyer. I'm not no judge, but they should have listened to Frank Davis when he said, because I think that was the previous sheriff, Frank Davis, whatever his name. He said that he didn't arrest nobody or brought charges on nobody because anything could have happened in that 24-hour time frame, period. And that's true. Somebody could have an injury a week prior and die from their incident a week later. So you can't just, you know, put that on somebody. So guys, just continue to keep them in prayer, guys. I just wish, you know, that by Friday we should know the results if it goes to trial. There's a lot of things that has to be investigated, and I just feel like let's just get to the truth. Once you get to the truth, standing for Kia does not take away from wanting to know the truth, what happened to Baby J. I definitely want to say that. If you can stand with Baby J and still stand with Kia, because her having those injuries that she has, you should want to know the truth about that. Anyway, that's all. All I see is just they're all just Takia and obsessed child. I want y'all to go on YouTube tonight and look at Takia. Look up. All you got to do is look up Takia Beverly, and y'all gonna see. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Me too. I don't have anything against the biological mother or anybody like that, and I'm not gonna. Like I said, I promised myself I would not get into no more cussing out matches with nobody. Think what you want to think, and that's it. That's all. But I know the truth, and she's innocent. And you know, it's just like I said. Some of them fake pages that y'all see, they don't care if Takia innocent or is guilty. They just want to keep up the mess. Some people just like mess. They don't care. They don't even stand with the mama. They just want to keep up mess. They want to run back and forth to keep up mess instead of just getting to the truth. It is Dash Hunt, but that's okay. It'll be exposed. It's already being exposed. It's a matter of time before everything just comes out. like I said, God is working everything out. Well, what this if y'all ever heard this song, I want y'all to go look it up. What the enemy meant for evil, God can turn it for your good. And that's I want y'all to go find that song because that song resonates with this. What the enemy meant for evil, God can turn it for your good. You ain't got to do nothing but let God do work it on out. Look up that song, guys, and listen to it because that's a powerful song. Because when your enemies, the people that don't like you, the people that talk down on you, when they do things and do evil things towards you, to put you down and to they thought, just because Dennis Sweet removed himself from being her co DA defendant, then they thought that was going to hurt her. But oh my God, what a powerful thing that came out. Do you hear me? Look, girl, I don't look. I mean, we singing at church, girl. I don't even know who be singing what sometimes. I just be listening. I listen to it at church and learning, and I like it. And I, I listen to a lot of Dottie people. Yeah, I even like so many times God made a way for me, and then that's one of my favorite songs from Dottie people. Is so many times the Lord made a way for me. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. Like, we ain't gotta do nothing, but let God move. That's why I was talking about Sunday, to protect your peace at all times. That means protect your peace at all times. That means you got to let. My pastor was saying, you have to let, even though people have wronged us and we know we innocent, we got to sit back and let Him do the work. Even though we want to fight, even though we want to cuss them the hell out, but sometimes we got to say, "But God," and we have to let I understand a lot of how you gonna talk about God, but you cuss. Hey, I still know God. I still do. Exactly. And that's what people don't realize when you playing when you doing dirt. When you're doing dirt and it ain't good, it can come back and bite you. You get the message. You do. It does, it do. And like I said, I try not to hold on to too much anger towards people. Sometimes you have to give them to God. And I truly believe that she has gave them people to God. And God's gonna fight this battle for her. I hope and pray, that she be found innocent beyond the reasonable doubt. She was found innocent in the previous trial if you read it and understand everything and looking at the interrogation videos, everything that has been put out. Not guilty. No, he can. Yes, that's why I say that's why I always say sow good seed, and always treat people the way you want to be treated. That's the type of person I am. I try my best to treat people the way that I want to be treated. I don't treat people like crap. Now, if you piss me off, I will cuss you out, and sometimes I'll let you make it. I just won't deal with you. But one thing about it, I do believe in treating people the way I want to be treated. I believe in sometimes just walking away and not giving people my energy that, saying that God gave me, and just let them have it. You can have it. You say whatever you need to say, but I know my truth. And see, when you know the truth and you know your truth, and you just let it come out, But I just, I'm one of those people that actually, it makes me mad that, people try to make it seem like they just coming up with tactics to get this girl off, man. This girl rights have been violated in so many ways. Exactly. And see, that's what my thing is. We hate people for the wrong reason. I dislike people, but one thing about me as a person, if it's something about you that I don't, you're not gonna know I dislike you, but I'm just not gonna fool with you. I might be cordial if I got to deal with you, but if I don't care for your vibes, I'm not gonna be around you, and I'm not gonna deal with you. Period. That's just who I am. I ain't. If I'm like it's something about your vibe, and somebody's vibe I don't like, I don't deal with you. Well, that's okay. Let them be mad. Let them be mad about that lie detector test. That says that she was open and she know she ain't gotta lie. See, one thing about truth ain't gotta hide nothing. They ain't got to cover up nothing. They ain't gotta do nothing to cover up about their innocence. But a lie, get mad, start doing all kinds of misleading things and putting out documents and stuff that they don't supposed to be putting out. That's what guilty people do. Get mad and act a fool. But the innocent is always gonna be innocent. No matter how you try to throw it, they're innocent. Exactly. Get to stepping, okay? Say they better hope their loved one isn't next. That's where I have to look at it like any of us could be in her shoes. Any of us, that got kids. I got one sitting right here. And, any of us could be accused of killing a child or saying, hey, and then what we gonna do? Or being allegedly killed some child or saying your child don't fall and they had an accident, you didn't know, and then all of a sudden they die, and then you're accused because they have a cracked skull of killing them. Look at Melissa Lucio. She still has to prove, they still have to prove that she did not kill her daughter. I swear to God. She still has to prove that she didn't kill her daughter. Yes, they vacated her death situation, her death penalty. They have postponed her being put to death, but it has to be proven that she deserves a new trial, even though we know her rights were violated. So when we standing in the gap for people, make sure you ain't standing in the gap for people just so you can shine. Stand in the gap for people because you know they are innocent. Stay in the gap for people that you know that deserves justice. That's who you stand in the gap for. I wouldn't dare give that man my money. Period. Because he ain't standing in the gap. He worried about his bag. But if you want to go over there, go ahead. I hope the judge decide to ban him. I would not watch any more kids after seeing this. Man, I understand why some people feel like that, and some people were saying like, "Hey, I don't want to deal with a man that got kids. If a man have a child on me, then it's over, because I don't want to go through that or being accused of killing somebody's child." Yeah, 14. She got child. She ain't got 12. She had 14 children. She see you. I understand. I understand. Yeah, that's who she was meaning. You, Miss Dashant. Um, I truly do believe she meant that. But guys, let's just we just got to pray for this situation, man. We have to pray that whatever the truth is the truth, and The burden of proof does not stand on Takia Beverly. It stands on the prosecution. And the prosecution ain't really got nothing to stand on. Because all their discovery has been placed all on social media. So what damning evidence do the prosecution have? Because everything has been placed all on social media. Everybody knows, and I don't even understand how fake pages able to have access to all the DA's discovery. But anyway, I don't understand that. Who gave you that? Like, gave this person the right? Gave all the Takia's interrogation videos to a fake page? Who gave all the discovery to a fake page? Me, Dash Hunt, me and you got the same mind frame. You hear me? But I ain't gonna. We gonna see. We gonna see, cause as you guys know that the Sweets have actually got that information over to the judge, because it was smart. I seen what he did, but hey, smart move. Someone with access and paid off. Amen. True. See what it was, because when I'm gonna say this, when I respect the family, Takia's family, for fighting for her right to, for her freedom. That's what family's supposed to do. I respect her brother for that. But see what it was, it became a tick for tat. Like that when they did put the video of the mother little 30-second clip, see, they was like, okay, since y'all put that out there, then let me put this out on Takia. So it was like a tick for tat. Then and then once they started putting out everything of Takia, then I understand what they say. Well, if you gonna put all that out, let's put everything out on the table. If you gonna put that out on the table, then let me put everything out on the table and let me see what the world say. But see, when everything got on the table, a lot of people probably got mad. Y'all, I have a lot of speculations, but I'm gonna wait till after this trial to say what I really want to say. Because, honey, what I'm speculating, baby, it's gonna go down in the courtroom, but we ain't gonna know unless you there, unless you paying HP the Hattiesburg man. But it's gonna go down in the courtroom. It's gonna be a lot that's gonna be revealed. It ain't gonna be like it was the last time. Trust me when I say that. I do believe that it will not be like it was the last time. That's why the judge trying to gag everybody. But she gonna make sure this time it goes right. And I ain't talking about guilty or innocent. I'm talking about nothing outside the courtroom will be said until after the trial. You will know guilty or not guilty. But anything pertaining to the trial will be sealed. And I respect her for that. She's just trying to keep the integrity of the case or the trial or in her courtroom. Really, I want to see the trial. Heck, I want to go. I do too, Princess, but child, I can't go. I can't take out work. I swear I want to go. It ain't far from me at all. But, when it was moved, hey, time was already up at work. So, hey, I can't go. But my prayers and thoughts are always with her, because in her family, because this is somebody's life, and you can't play with people's life. being dirty. I definitely want to say that. But if you listening, you got any kind of integrity, any kind of conscience of doing the right thing, then do the right thing. He goes the week afterwards. Because they're not after, I feel like it's not about him. They just feel like, she was the problem. So it ain't about him. He'll probably be found not guilty. He's not. That's why his trial. She been to trial twice. This is her second trial, and this is his first trial. Where they do that at? But see, if they find Morris is guilty of whatever capital murder, and then wouldn't Takia be found innocent too if they would have took him to trial too? After her, and found him not guilty. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, y'all, but let's just pray. Whatever the truth is, it comes out, and let's pray that God moves in a mighty way, beyond a reasonable doubt. Move in a mighty way. From what I heard, that you want to go look up Hattiesburg Patriot News, you can. He supposedly got a group where you pay for access to the group. I don't think they want a lot of media in, but I think the judge allowed Hattiesburg Patriot News in her courtroom. I'm on here an hour and a half, Lord. Let me get these kids to bed. Anyway, y'all, I got to go. I got to get my kids to bed. But guys, y'all have a good night, guys. Let's stay prayed up.
What's that called?
We'll let you have Saturday. We'll let you have a live. Anyway, we'll go live on our family page. If y'all guys have not subscribed to M2J's, that's my family channel. Subscribe to there. That's me and my kids. M2J's. And then on YouTube, me on Facebook is what I was MJ and J. That's our family channel on Facebook. But guys, I'm gone for the night, for real this time. If you're new here, please press the subscribe button. If you hit new on Facebook, press the like button. Turn your bells on. And if you want to join the membership, join. I'll be here tomorrow around the same time, talking about something different. Though. Good night.
She looks exactly like her dad. How can a girl with manly features look like a